guys, it's GamingPod here, and I'm with.
ItsCarlosJustMe.
And today we're gonna be talking about our what we think of E3 after all that chaos, after those 3 days, and what do you think, Carlos? How was your E3?
Well, I only got to see the PlayStation, so I mean a little bit of Xbox and a little bit of Nintendo, but I don't really care for Nintendo. Nothing personal. I just don't like Nintendo that much.
At least they have a new Zelda game, I guess. Like that's the only game they were able to show.
Yeah, that's the only game they did show. And
So
Pokemon.
I think the big companies were Microsoft and Sony, and Microsoft had a pretty good conference since they announced they announced games, and then they announced the new Xbox One Slim. But I just don't understand why they will announce the Project Scorpio and then announce the Slim, because the only difference is like 1 year apart, because the Scorpio comes out this year, I think. So basically you're just telling people to wait for the Scorpio, then buy the Xbox One Slim. You know, why buy a downgraded system, and you might as well just save your money for the upgrade that's supposed to be like 6 times more powerful or something like that. Yeah. What do you think of Microsoft's, or like some of the announcements that you saw from Microsoft?
I don't really
Like they
care
announced
much
Dead
for it.
Rising 4.
I mean, I just think that Dead Rising 4 is like a copy of every other game they made, 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's cool and all, it's fun. I don't know, not my cup of tea.
True, it's like too much sometimes. It reminds me of a Saints Row 4. Like it's just trying to be funny, but it's too arcadey for my type of game, you know. Also, okay, going into Sony, I think Sony had a better conference. Like for them, it wasn't really a conference. It was more of them just basically showing trailer after trailer. Every trailer had their own, yeah.
Their own soundtrack.
Had their own like live band playing, so it kind of adds to that like presentation. And like I think they only talked for like 5 minutes. Also, one big thing that they announced was that they announced Crash Bandicoot, and they're gonna remaster 1, 2, and 3. And seeing as the success of Ratchet and Clank just came out, it's a no-brainer for them to start porting over like original PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. And people have been waiting for Crash for a long time, seeing as they don't even own the rights. So what do you think about Crash?
Meh.
You don't care about Crash?
Meh.
Crash is actually pretty fun.
I mean, I never played the original one, so I don't know.
Like it's like they're not really like they're not big on like story or whatever. Like their stories are like they were good, but it was more of like, yeah, it's like very like fun. Like like you were able to like go on a polar bear, and like there's no stopping. You can't really like go back. Like you just have to keep pushing and jumping over like holes, and like so you have to slide with the freaking polar bear, and like it was just a fun game to play.
I guess.
So okay, so Sony had like God of War 4 announced. They brought Hideo Kojima out, like that thing in X-Men 2 where Magneto holds those freaking that bridge, whatever. And he did walk a little too fast though, cause then he just basically went over like past the bridge. But I think overall I feel like Sony had a stronger lineup of games, like announcements than
Exclusives.
Xbox, because most of them we had no idea of. And it was like, so like we went to PlayStation Experience, and it was like trailer after trailer. You just see everyone having an nerdgasm.
Besides Call of Duty.
Yeah, everyone was actually, and Lego Star Wars. So yeah, the worst part was them showing Lego Star Wars and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because no one that was there seemed interested in that game, and they know what they were expecting. But I think overall Sony had a stronger start, releasing God of War 4, which is basically a reboot of the whole franchise. And it kind of reminds me more of like The Last of Us. And I had this issue with Uncharted 4. But it's not bad, but I feel like God of War 4 is not trying to be The Last of Us, where you have the main character and then you have side characters. But I think it's smart because now it's more story oriented, and before it was more of an action game. So hopefully it helps the game.
You got my money.
What are you talking about? Oh. Yeah, I kept throwing money at the movie theater, but people kept grabbing it. I was trying to give it to Sony.
Stop.
Boy. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it. If you guys remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and go check out It's Carlos Just Me. We're gonna film another video on his
You mean
YouTube
we're gonna
channel.
record a podcast?
Yeah, basically another podcast. So yeah, see you guys.